Happy Magic Monday, Collective Consciousness. This is Virgo Queen, your transformation coach, using the tools of astrology, tarot, sound healing, and ritual. And this is your weekly cosmic forecast for August 13th to August 19th. Wow, what a weekend. We had a new moon in Leo with a solar eclipse, which part of the world got to witness and the other part of the world got to feel it. And wow, obviously depending on where this moon hit your chart, mine personally hit the 8th house transformation of letting go of old karmic debt. And I had some very powerful themes come up personally for me, which then, with doing my circles that I lead and working with my clients, can also see a collective theme going on during this new moon cycle. And the theme that arose was this feeling of, because new moon in Leo was really about awakening our creativity and building our relationship with our creative self, which right now can feel like a foreign concept that we have. Like, we are the people that then create and make the things work, instead of looking at creativity as a relationship. And the theme that I personally explored was how to belong, to staying in this world, meaning, as a spiritual leader and all these powerful things that we're able to connect to, there's still this deep, deep need as a collective to really be here in this world, to be in the body, to be in the here and now, because that's when we actually connect to our creativity. So really making a stand for, I belong here and I am not going to run away. And as we're shifting our story, which is the biggest part of my work, is looking at the belief that lives there, which is, if the belief is I don't belong here, then you need to constantly be reinstating to this place that I belong here, to this moment, to this body, to this earth. And we're also feeling a lot of earth, of Mama Gaia's pain, and it's hard to be in the body when there's so much pain going on. But do not worry, for there are ways to really just be with the pain and use it as our creativity. And this is a powerful way to have creativity become our medicine and how we heal ourselves and in this world. So moving into the week of this week's energy, Mercury still is in retrograde, so thank you. My words are still trying to pick up its pace. So this Magic Monday on August 13th, the moon was in Virgo over the weekend, and now we're moving into Libra. So it will move into Libra in the evening, and so we will feel this moon until, we'll have Libra moon until Wednesday, and Libra is really trying to balance it all out. Balancing our relationships. There's a lot of extreme things happen this weekend, and we need to kind of bring it back down and integrate this wisdom, integrate this magic, integrate these new belief systems and this new work that we want to give to the world. By Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we have moon in Scorpio. Oh, joy! For we will go deeper than deep. We will feel the fear and allow it to move us into our creative being. It's so important for us to get back into our emotional body, regardless of what story may be there, for that is when we are able to heal it. Scorpio likes to dive deep, likes to cause transformation. And yes, I said cause transformation, for it does not want to stay stuck in a feeling that feels like death. It wants to rebirth. It wants to transform it. It wants to move on. And by the weekend, by Saturday night, it's going to move into Sagittarius moon. So we'll basically be able to go down deep to look at those really deep, powerful subconscious beliefs that are holding us back, that are limiting our experience of living a life. And that Sagittarius moon will just burn it, transmute it, transform it, and make it into our life purpose. So this is a beautiful flow of this week. Very powerful energy to do your own self-transformation. So I pulled 3 cards for this week. The first card represents the overall energy of the week, which is reverse 6 of Cups, which is repressing our emotions. So often Scorpio, or those feeling very uncomfortable with those deep, uncontrollable, primal, ancestral, karmic feelings, which I want to remind you are not who you are. They're not your identity. They're here for you to heal and transform within your own soul and as a collective. And often when we're not ready for them, we will not express them. This is why I truly love when the body, and on all bodies, the physical body, emotional body, mental body, when it is our inner healer. It knows when it's ready to be released. If we try with the ego, try and go down deep to places that we're not ready for, then that's when psychic crisis happens. That's when these crisis moments happen, because we pushed ourselves. We pushed us beyond our inner knowing. And Scorpio really reminds us of that. You know, often people fear to go down deep because they don't know what they're ready for. But instead of just going, all right, I'm just going to trust what needs to be right now, and here I am showing up for it. So the fact that we're not really feeling all of our emotions this week, and that we're kind of feeling a bit stuck in old patterns, stuck in old ways, this is what happens when we plant a seed for a new beginning. We get really excited, like there's a lot of incredible energy around the new moon. A lot of like death, dying, rebirth, and we kind of get that thrill off of the rebirth process, like, I'm alive. And then we're like, oh wait, but I'm still built with these old memory patterns, and I'm still reacting the way I did. Didn't I change? Didn't I make that effort to do something different? It takes integration time, and I've been doing ritual for quite some time now, and I've understood the process now. I love those ritual moments. That's why I love teaching and sharing these skills with the world, because I've seen it transform my life. And I've also learned about the integration process and how you really just need to let it go and not try and control how it needs to happen, how it needs to look. Because the conflict of the week is 7 of Cups, which is really still in fantasy world, still in, infinite possibilities, and you're also trying to focus on the one goal, the one creative project, the thing that you want to manifest, this new moon energy. How do I do it? How do I actually let it come alive within me and in my life? And so that conflict is trying to get out of the fantasy of how it looks and actually just really embodying it. By the end of the week, the solution to all of this energy is this Sagittarius moon, which is seen in the Priestess of Wands, which is just being in your primal power, being connected to the body and your creative self, that they are connected and that they are a relationship. The relationship to your physical body, the relationship to your mind, the relationship to your soul. You are soul. So why don't you have a relationship to it? We as a culture have come very far away from compassion and empathy. They're actually having to teach people to be empathetic, like to be compassionate towards other human beings. This concept to me is unraveling. For where did we go wrong? Where did we go so far away from our humanness, from our soul essence, to not understand how to care for another or care for ourselves? And I always want to remind us that when we are in these collective shifts and changes, and we're often looking at the old structures that we've lived off and based off of, we judge them and why are we doing this? And we, can hate, or we can put more pain on the situation. But when we look at it from a consciousness level and we see, wow, okay, as a collective, we chose to go through a patriarchal society. Why? Why did we, as a collective, choose this experience? Why are we choosing war? What part of us needs to experience that to evolve? And this is, so instead of being a victim to the situation or the circumstance, it's really about embodying what the truth is and seeing all of the challenges and the suffering and the pain as the gold within our treasure chest, our heart. How when we are vulnerable to that pain, that we can open up to something much more magical. And this is what this Priestess of Wands really wants us to do, is live from the heart within the body and share our gifts to the world from a place of innate power, creative projects that are coming from within you, not being sought outside of you. So the goddess that I called upon to help us on this weekly cosmic journey is once again Lakshmi, the bright future. Stop worrying, everything is going to be fine, she says. This is a kind universe, and everyone within it is working in your favor. There are no tests, blocks, or obstacles in your way, except your own projections of fear into your future. Take a moment and hush your mind, quieting it from worries and fears. Feel me brush your brow with a new energy of faith, hope, and optimism. These energies fuel your exciting present time as well as all future moments. Why would you wish darkness upon yourself when light shines all around you? Step into this brightness by lightening your thoughts and feelings. You must stop worrying as this anxiety skelches the goodness that seeks to find you. Clear your heart of fear and replace those energy with ones that will serve you and your family instead. Refuse to think of anything except your bright today and tomorrow, and I promise you that it shall be so. Thank you, Lakshmi. We will honor you so and invoke us in our everyday magic. And I just want to speak a little bit more to that of, we had her previously, I believe for the new moon in Cancer. It's just interesting because it's still hard for me to believe that it's August. I'm like, isn't it still July? Because this was a very powerful time when we really looked at our belief and what is our daily thoughts And again, when we make a change, a shift in our life, there is a part of us that wants to keep us not growing. And it plugs us into these old thought patterns or these old belief systems that make us question if we deserve the life that we want. And I'm going to tell you right here, right now, and I want you to remember this every single moment of your day. You deserve this life. You belong to this world. And it is your birthright to create and to live your expressions as a soul, as part of the collective expression. We chose Earth to experience our manifestations, our heart's desires. So focus on that. What needs to be expressed and created within you? And honor that within yourself. And Gaia speaks to us, which is very appropriate. Let go of the old. Are you holding on to beliefs and notions that no longer serve you? Are you blocking your own growth and forward momentum because you fear to end a chapter in your life? It's time to release all that you hold on to that no longer serves. It is time to say goodbye to all that no longer has a place or purpose in your life. It's time to have an emotional or physical spring clean. It's time to let go of the past so you can be open to what the future may bring. So when you're having those old fears and old doubts and all those things are reemerging, I want you to imagine a rainbow light moving in and releasing that from your body, from your mind, and give it back to the divine. It is not yours. It is not ours. It's ready to be released and to be transformed into a thriving planet where we can all be one. So please, dear ones, be brave, for it is a time of transformation. And just trust that I am here to guide you on the way. And as you know, I love doing readings. I love supporting you on your own transformation journey. So please contact me, www.inner-stories.com, or my email, innerdories@gmail.com, and just trust that I am just a message away. Blessed, blessed, blessed be.